Brisket's week 3 video recap. So I already charged his reward marker and went over following a food lure before I started the video here. So we're going to get right into it. We've been continuing to work on some leash pressure exercises. So this week I'm still using the leash pressure to get him into a sit and a down, but I'm seeing if I can get him into those positions with just the tactile cue of the leash, not verbally saying sit or down. So we have 3 different ways that we can communicate with our dogs to get them to do different things. First is verbal communication, so verbally telling him to sit or down. Visual communication, so using a hand signal to get him into positions. And then tactile communication, which is using the leash. So again, the goal this week is that if I put upwards pressure on that leash, he's going to sink into a sit. If I put downwards pressure on that leash, he's going to sink into a down position. That's a pretty good indication that he understands what leash pressure means if he's yielding to the pressure without us even having to say anything. So I'm going to get him out of this sit position first. Okay. Then when he comes back to me, I'm just going to put gentle upwards pressure on the leash. Yes. So I'm not worrying about stays with this one. I might feed him a follow-up for staying in that sit position, but I'm not going to try to walk away or anything. This exercise is just to see that he understands again that upwards pressure means sit and the downwards pressure means down. Okay, we'll do that one again. Whoops, did it go under the cot? Oh, you got it, okay. So again, not verbally saying anything, just putting gentle upwards pressure, yes. Making sure I release that pressure as soon as he sits. If he gets up, I'm going to just apply pressure again until he sits. Good boy. Okay, we'll do one more. Yes. Okay, good job, Brisket. And then for our downs, I'm just going to step on his leash and gently put some downwards pressure on it. Yes. So again, if you don't have good balance, I probably wouldn't do that because we're not stomping down on the leash. I'm just putting gentle pressure. For me, that's easier than having to lean over and try to do it. And I'm also not going to be right in his face if I'm doing that with my foot. So that's why I'm electing to use that. Okay. But you could also hang on to it right where it's clipped to him and put some steady downwards pressure on the leash. I'm going to do that again. Yes, good boy. Okay. Good job. So this last one I will show you with hanging on to the leash and doing it that way. So if I'm going to lean over to do it, I'm going to hang on to him right where it's clipped to his collar. Gentle downwards pressure. Yes, good boy. So you can do that either of those 2 ways. Uh-oh. So he got up. He's going to use that pressure to get him back into the down. Good boy. Okay. Good job, buddy. Okay, so right from here, we did start to work on some leash skills this week because this is a good way to start to prove some of these leash pressure exercises we've been working on. So what I'm looking for, I didn't necessarily teach Brisket a formal heel position, but I am going to get him into heel position, which means he's at my left side. His front feet are at about my heel. But then we're just going to start to walk together. And the idea is that when I make a turn, I want to see that he's going to turn with me, or if he continues to walk straight and I turn, that's when he'll feel a little bit of the pressure on the leash, and ideally he should yield to it and turn. So I will mark him reward after we've both completed the turn. So I'm going to use a piece of food to get him into heel here. Brisket, heel. Yes. Let's go. So when I turn, yes, I want to see he'll turn with me. Yeah, so he felt a little bit of pressure there, yielded really well to the pressure. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Okay, good job, Brisket. So we are going to practice this one outside as well. I've done a little bit of this in the driveway only because he's more like, there's more distractions out there, right? So in here, he's like really paying attention to me, especially when I make a turn, he's turning really well with me. But I do like to practice this outside as well because if he's not paying attention and I go to make that turn, he's going to feel some of that leash pressure. Good job, buddy. I've been practicing some healing patterns with Brisket outside. This is just to help generalize, improve some of that leash pressure stuff that we've been working on. So I'm going to get him into heel position. We're going to move forward. And then the idea is that when I make that turn, if he's not paying attention to me and moving with me, that's when he'll feel that leash pressure. And I just want to see that he's going to yield to that pressure. Brisket, heel. Yes. Let's go. So we're going to move forward. And then when I turn, yes, I'll mark and reward him for turning with me. Yes. Good boy. Okay. So with this, again, I want to see that when I make those turns, he's moving with me. If he's not, that's when he's going to feel that pressure. And I just want to see that when he starts to feel that pressure on the collar, that he's yielding to it and turning in my direction versus opposing it and trying to pull away from me. We're going to do that one more time here. Brisket, heel. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Yes, good boy. Yes. Okay, good job, buddy. So you can do this in the backyard. We've done this a couple times in the driveway as well. We want to kind of slowly add distractions, so we don't want to go from like doing this in the house to, okay, now we're going to try this on a walk, because he probably will pull to the end of the leash a little bit more on a walk. So we just want to make sure that we're introducing distractions a little bit at a time for him. But he's been doing really well with this. He's been yielding really well to the leash pressure, and I think he'll be just fine to walk on a flat collar. Good job, bud. We've been continuing to work on Brisket's recall this week. So this week we're doing our whole sequence out in the backyard. We've also been practicing this out in the front driveway as well. So I'm going to start with charging his recall word, and then we're going to move into our flying cookie game, and then we'll do our flying cookie game paired with his name, and then our collar grab. So I'm practicing on the patio today just so that he'll be able to easily find the food. Sometimes when we practice in the grass, it takes him a little bit too long to find that food, and I just don't want the video to go on for like 10 minutes. So we're going to do this on our patio here. All right, so first we're going to charge his recall word. We'll go through this maybe 4 times. Come. 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 Okay, from here we're going to move into our flying cookie game. Just going to back up a little bit here. Go get it. Brisket, yes. So using his name a couple times first to make sure he's responding really well. And when I reward him for coming back to me, I almost, like, I want my hand touching my leg. I want him coming all the way back to me. And I might feed him a couple times, and they're going to use that go get it as a release cue. Go get it. Brisket, yes. Go get it. Brisket, yes. Good boy. Okay, right from here, now we're going to pair his name and his recall cue. Go get it. Brisket, come. Yes. Good boy. Go get it. Brisket, come. Yes. Good job, buddy. Okay, now we're going to move on to our collar grab. So we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're just going to add a collar grab on the end of this. Go get it. Brisket, come. Yes. Okay, so rewarding him once for coming back to me. And then second time with that food, I'm just going to slip a hand under his collar. Yes, good boy. Go get it. Brisket. Come. Yes. Good man. Yes. Okay, we're going to do one more here. Go get it. Brisket, come. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Nice job, buddy. So I would be practicing recall with Brisket pretty much anywhere that you want him to be able to come back to you. So whether it's in the house when Pickles is out, in your backyard, if you take him to family and friends' houses and you want him to recall there, we should be doing these purposeful setups in all of those environments, meaning we're prepared to reward him. So we have food on us. We're prepared with a long line because that's one of our options if he's not responding, is to kind of reel him in. But the more we can do this and generalize his behavior in all these different areas, the better his recall will get. Good job, buddy. I've been continuing to work on place with Brisket, so we've been trying to practice in different rooms. So I've been doing this in your living room, in your kitchen, we practice this outside in the front yard, Today we're going to be practicing in the backyard. Brisket, place. Yes. So I just want to see that I can take a couple of steps away from him out here and that he'll remain on his mat. Yes. And since we're practicing in an environment that's a little bit more distracting, yes, we do have to kind of lower our criteria a little bit. So again, just practicing moving away from him, looking away from him, turning my back to him. Yes. And then after we do a couple reps of that, I'll release him. Okay. And we'll do that again. Brisket, place. Yes. So I can practice maybe sitting down in my lawn chairs here, having him remain on place while I sit down. And I disengage from him. Yes. I can try walking around him. Sometimes he gets up to kind of follow. As long as he settles back into the down, that's fine. Good, that was great, buddy. I can try walking out into the grass a little bit. Yes. Okay. Good job, buddy. Nice work, Brisket. We've been continuing to work on Brisket's stationary skills, so his sit and his down. I'm trying to practice this with him in different areas of the house using different counters because we're working on me not having my treat pouch on or having treats in my pocket. So we're using your coffee table today. Last week we were practicing over by your stove. Again, this is just going to help generalize this behavior so that he'll do this in different environments, not just in one spot in the house. So let me toss a reset cookie here. Okay. Brisket, sit. Yes. Okay, so I just want to see that he'll get into position without me having food on him or on me, and that I'm able to walk away to get the treats while he stays in that position. Good boy. So I'll give him a follow-up or two for staying there. Okay. I'll toss a reset cookie to let him out of position, and then we'll do that again. Brisket, sit. Yes. Good boy. Okay. We'll do that one more time. Brisket, sit. Yes. Good man. Yes. Good boy. Okay, I'm going to let him out of position. Okay. Slid right past it. Then we're going to do the same thing with his downs. Brisket, down. Yes. Okay. Good job, buddy. We'll do that again. Brisket, down. Yes. So you can see this week I have the food much further away, so that I have to take a couple steps away from him to go and get it. So again, just looking that, I want to see that he'll stay in that position while I move away from him to get the food. I want to see he's not popping up to try to get the food from me. Yes. Okay. Good job, bud. We'll do one more here. Brisket, down. Yes. What a good boy. Okay. Nice work, Brisket.